Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. And thank you for the great comments. And thank you for the great stuff. Appreciate it for the coffee. And I want to recognize, just I want to make sure. Yeah, Martin Victor Steinhardt. Thank you. Thank you for the coffee. Appreciate buying a coffee and so on. Just guys, if you have, not your notification turns on, because sometimes I make videos, not just going live. In there, I made it full moon to a new moon at Libra. Very, very interesting energies we're gonna go, and kind of like very kind of like a little bit of tough stuff. But you need to understand if you're not going, if you're not going where it's tough, if you're not going where it's hard, if you are not challenging yourself, would you grow? Answer is no. You already know that. And kind of like going out with the energy that it's going to be coming up to us about talking about the full moon that it's coming. If you're going out tonight, you're going to be able to see a little dot next to the moon. That will be a Saturn. And you're going to see this loud and clear. I was just out and it's beautiful. It was just shining. I posted it on Facebook. But it is about the energy that is going to be. It is access granted, access denied. And the thing is, what does that mean to you personally? Talking about these energies is whatever there was a no, no, I will not open this door. I will not see these things in me. I will not getting in there, and so on and so on. Now that knows, it is the one thing that you kind of like you're not sharing with others. Those are kind of like a forbidden zones. Those are kind of like zones in your subconsciousness that you don't enter. But there is going to be a moment of your life when this kind of like energies, that's what it's going to call for it. From this so many no, you finally to become the yes. Kind of like a funny of the picture. I was having a hard time finding the right picture for today, but found this one. And particularly this picture, it's kind of like a very interesting as you see it up here. You're denying to say this thing. You're denying to see this thing within yourself. You got denial from other people, but those are only the no's you heard from other people, but also the no's you're telling yourself. And you're fed up because finally you want to say yes because of those no's. And as you see it here on the back, all this yes, it's made out of what? So many bunch of no's. And this is what you're going to have to go ahead and enter this area of denial in there, and you to turn it into actions. But what kind of actions you're going to be turning it in? The full moon, it's going to be all about have the state of nirvana. You're going to be needing it, those kind of like energies within you. And as we are going into this period of the full moon, it is finally you to understanding the no's they're restricting you, and the no's are preventing you to grow. And this is why this oppositions that's going to come in so sharply is going to be affecting us. All right, so with that being said, it's time to go to the daily chart. So here, how does it look like? 7 o'clock in the morning, you will see the moon. It's about 3 degrees shy from Saturn. That is going to be opposing Mercury. This is a things that talk. You don't talk with others about this. Those are the things you hide from within yourself. Those are the things that you keep it private, and it's great. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you are working out on your own things in there, as long as you fixing at this. Because when you deny to expose your true self to others, you also denying to exposing your true self to yourself. As that is been said, that's gonna be the lessons of the new moon. That's gonna be at Libra. And talking about this right now, we are facing that energies between Pisces and Virgo. Should I take my ass made it from a bunch of no's, or I will turn my back and continue to put another no, another access denied to your own self. So with that being said in there, guys, at 8 o'clock, that energy is going to be more loud and clear. I'm talking about actions because the moon and Saturn is going to be a training with the midheaven and Mars, and that is sextile link Mercury. This is what that energy is about. You to basically confess. But would you find a beautiful confessor? Can the confessor be you? You to confess things to yourself. You keeping the things that it has to do, it's private. Realizing there's so many no's. The ascendant is going to be at Libra, challenging relationships. If you are in a relationship, you're probably feeling it. If you're not in the relationship, you're looking at why you're not in the relationship. And for some of you right now, what are you authorizing? You see that authority is about the growth, the change, and deep transformations, particularly looking at within the subconscious. That beautiful kite here with Uranus, with Pluto, and these sextiles there between Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus, they are talking about that. And you're going to see it in the full moon. The moon is going to be joining it. So take a look at what you've been, where you've been, and where you want to go. All right. Next hour, it's going to be at 9 o'clock. The ascendant is going to be with Venus. Tough situations right now for it, but things are going to get better. Wait about 2 days. You're going to see things much different view. And don't act on temporary feelings, temporary emotions, but look at it, the area of concerns you need to grow within you. And that area of concerns and grow within you will determine the success of that full moon, the success of you entering where you previously feared to enter, you to turning those doors that says no, you to turn them into yes, from access denied to access granted. All right. Next hour, that is going to be the preview of where Venus is going to be. You're going to be this Uranus and Neptune yacht towards Venus and you're going to feel that. You see, in order you to entering there, you have to put the key of love. Okay? Usually that is on the Egyptians, that is the ink. You're carrying it within you and you give it into the people, right? Some of the sculptures in there is about to put it in the mouth. You need to talk with love. So with that being said, in there, the challenges really are going to be coming, but the growth of that love, it's coming towards you because you're healing. The authority is looking at your healing and you're authorizing it. Yeah, you can have a lot of wounds, but some of those wounds, they're not yours. You pick up the wounds from other people as an empath, and it took their wounds, and now they're within you. And now think that they're yours. Nope, they're not yours. Okay? Imagine somebody's been talking to someone, no, 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 and they are somewhat frustrated and so on, and you talk to them, and their frustrations of no, 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 no come to you, and you picked up that belief system that that's what happens, and you program yourself on that. You didn't have the experience. It wasn't your experience. It wasn't your personal experience. It was somebody else's experience, right? But you think that it's yours. And this is what the wounded healer have to learn in there to seeing it this, those wounds in there, because through that he's going to be able to understanding, right, to the personal feeling, but not to accept it as he's been done. So that energy is going to call, it's going to come, and it's going to change you. Chiron is going to be changed. Talking about this hour right now at 11 o'clock is the midheaven, the inner work. It is connecting with Chiron, you to get the wisdom, to tell yourself the right thing. And those angel wings, so right now that it's going to be made at this time at 11 o'clock, you're going to be gaining this wisdom, this courage, this power. You're the king. Yes, you're the king of yourself. What about the kingdom? And this is what is going to be that healed personality heals people. But when I come into yourself, what have you been done? All right. It's all about noon. Now the midheaven is with Mercury. You don't want to talk to nobody. You're at work, and people come and asking you personal questions, and you're like, I don't talk about it. But mostly looking around, the other people they also don't want to talk about it. So you're just kind of like scratching your head off. It's like, what's going on? This is the time where the people's gonna be learning in the things, looking at within themselves. Chiron and Jupiter have a divine energies towards the ascendant. They see that something is coming. They have to go into this underworld. They have to go in there. But the current work, it is about to have the courage to communicate, to be vulnerable, to talk. You're not talking, the rest of it, of the energies, they're not flowing. But you're going to have the feeling that even if you talk, things is not going to be right. And this is why this restrictions from Saturn put it in place in there is about you to talk to yourself, but keep the things private. If you need to share it, you will be told to be shared. All right. So with that being said, the authority hour, it's 1 o'clock. Beautiful kite. I'm so happy about it. Even in a year from now, this kite's gonna be there. It's gonna be even more powerful next year. Okay, you better get yourself in order about it. But I was looking at the charts for the next year. I'm like, man, this is gonna be. Right now we have a rough time, but the next year is gonna be better. Yeah, you grow now. You grow this year. You overcome certain things. Next year you're gonna be harvesting the fruits because it's gonna be a harvest time. Like right now, you're harvesting right now what you've been putting in the past 6 years. And with this energies that it's coming, very powerful kite, a very powerful here, another kite that it's made it with Uranus for it, but the oppositions that it's coming, this desire not to talk, this emotions is in there, and this situations is in there. You're trying to break in a password. You're trying to break it in into the place. And since the moon and Saturn are together, this is what's going to happen with two things. Either you will enter the denial in there, or you're going to be denying what is. And this is what this duality is teaching you for. We're talking about the duality between the Virgo and Pisces. So not paying any attention to this, take a look at it in your personal chart, because you'll find out a lot of the colorations that it's coming in for this. Where does this thing falls off? You're gonna find like, oh my God, that's totally exactly the truth. Because if you have, for example, first house, Pisces, yeah, you're gonna be looking at into the spirituality. You are gonna be looking at into Christ consciousness and so on. But another side between the 6th and the 7th house, that is gonna be Virgo. And that is gonna be me or the relationship. Us or just me, what they need to heal. And with that energy, that transitions that it's going to be right now from the full moon to the new moon in Libra, that's what some of the people is going to be facing. What is your me part within us, and what is us within the me part in there? While you have everything from within you. Because inside of it, that lacked no parts, you're already fed up with this nose. Because from this no, you're turning everything into assets. Because your denial, it's turning to an action. Okay? You want that action. All right. Talking about the next hour, it's going to be at 2 o'clock. The ascendant that is in Sag thinks he's going to be coming in like, why just not read for this? Why just not look at this? Why just not getting at this informations about it? Why just not study? Thinks he's going to come to you one way or another. And with that being said, here it's the moon and Saturn, which is Saturn represents the hiding of the truth, hiding of the true knowledge of the wisdom in there. Now the moon, the intuition is the key. She's trying to hack that wisdom. But that wisdom, it's leading to where? It's leading into midheaven and Lilith. And with that wisdom in there, it's gonna come in and tell you, here's what you need to do. So you basically have to hack your own mind. Because within you, you have the key. The key is within yourself. It's not that stamp that says yes in the back. It is you who says yes. All right. Next hour, the ascendant is going to be at Sag as the midheaven is exiting Libra. You already know about these divine energies. You've been given these warnings. You're understanding all this. But you guys fed up with the duality? Same as me. But same as that guy who is in the picture. Facing with the duality. Should I fear the nose? No, no, no. Should I live in fear? Can I cross it? Can I open those doors with nose and put my stamp on it? It says yes. I've done it. I feel it. I got it. I break into it. Can you go to the next door and put yes in there? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And the universe is going to tell you this. That inner work of Libra, that it's coming towards Uranus. You see it, Uranus is still in a very good place. Right now, he is working very good with the authority, and he is working with the depth of your subconsciousness, because subconsciously you know it's the right thing. Okay, yeah, there could be those no's can be so many opportunities, but if you're not starting doing it one by one, you will not know the one that's going to be for you. It's going to be require actions to open those doors. All right, next hour, midheaven. It is at Scorpio. Ascendant is at Capricorn. Man, it's a heavy work. Dude, I have 100 doors. You want me to open up 100 issues that I close the doors in there and I don't want to access in there? And I don't want to share what those accesses with others. But dude, I'm not happy. I'm not living my true self. You see it? This is what is going to be coming in and rise up of underneath energies that are going to come in from the depth. And those energies, when are they rising up? They're just rising up in the surface. Okay? Very good, very powerful energies that's going to be with Mercury. This is going to be a time that you are going to be enough is enough. I need to be pro to my own self. I have to do this profound energies. Yeah. Why? Change. You want to change for good. Finally want to change for good. Pluto is going to be extremely powerful, helping you to solve everything that you have. Even though that right now the access has been taken away, the situation has been taken away from you, you're right now understanding what you need to do. You're waiting to get into the new. But how you're going to enter the new is a whole another story. I was talking about the full moon report. When the moon entering Cancer, entering Aries, she's gonna be squaring Mars in Cancer. Then when the moon comes in here at Cancer, she's gonna be squaring the sun. What are you going to do? We are talking about this is like a week from now, pretty much. You're going to feel this energy here with the sun and Mars so strong, then you are going to be asking yourself, is this is true what's going on? It's going to be a very intense situations. But if you do your work right now, you're going into that power inside of yourself as you understanding the access to your higher self. Guess what? Arriving here is not going to be a problem. Arriving here is going to point out the issues that you need to work on. All right, 6 p.m. The ascendant is in Aquarius. Very powerful renovations of yourself. Midheaven is attached. The duality is on. It's like, man, I should have done, should have not. I opened one door before dio. Man, now I got also bad idea. Did you open up another door? The dio is gonna ask you. Did you try again? Oh, you failed. You're gonna be win when you keep trying until you win. And that's how the winning is done. Until you succeed. Even at that, when I was working as a maintenance technician, I had to go and try to understand until figure out what is the actual real problem. Because I might fix something, might adjust something, but the machine is not working right. It keeps stopping, keep breaking cycles, it keep making bad parts. I got to go to the depth, what's causing it. But picture yourself that you're this mechanic of your own self and you're that perfect machine. What you're gonna be doing to that machine? Could be this, could be that. Or you're just gonna say, oh, you know what? I don't know what to do with here, and so on and so on. Very, very crucial, because during this time of the hour, that duality is gonna be squaring Mercury, squaring Saturn and the moon. And within yourself, there's gonna be this hermit mode. But as that hermit mode comes in, the moon is in divine energies with Venus. Venus is in that kite with Jupiter and the ascendant. With love, everything can heal. The key is love. You do that, all this is only going to give you a steady directions. But if you're taking it all this on an account of actions in there is nothing good in that. So refrain from actions within these hours, and that is going to help you, because if not, this hour is going to be kind of like putting more gasoline into the fire. And the universe is going to tell you, what are you doing? You're putting another no. You open up another door, another relationship, another situations, another self-restrictions. When are you going to turn them into yeses? When are you going to tell yourself into this? When are you going to use the love I give you? It's within you. Yeah, you got a bunch of no's, yes, and so what? You turn them into yes. Keep on going. Keep walking. I'm with you. I'm supporting you. And that is going to be that beautiful energy from down below, from Uranus towards the sun, to the authority, the divine authority, the transformations that it's needed. All these powered energies, what is it the synchronizations energies are? Well, they're going back into Uranus. They're going into Pluto. They're all going into these synchronizations. Once you start in one synchronizations, then it's all leading the part. Because the last door leads to the door next to it. The door next to it to the next one, because there was a chain of events. And then until you go into the second door and you come out of that second door, you're going into the very first door, and it's like, now I understand the real problem that caused all those bunch of no's. Now I understand it. All right. The ascendant is going to be at Aries. That's going to be squaring Pluto and opposing Venus. At the same time, yeah, if you're not doing it with love, things is not going to be healthy. Not healthy for you, not healthy for people you work, you live, and so on and so on, people that you are around. But first of all, it's not good for you. And what is it not good for you? Because if you don't love yourself, how would you want to change something? When you change something within yourself, should be done an act of love. Not because of reason, not because of you want to be in a relationship, not because of anything that is out there except love. When you change with love, that change, it's passing through your soul. When you change for a reason or for something else and so on, has not processed into the soul. You're not really doing it to change. You're just learning about the change. Things are going to fall up in place. You worry about material stuff, they're going to come in. And Ascendant says, don't worry about it. Uranus has got you covered. Maybe not right now, but in the 6 months. Your material stuff's going to be okay. Your situation's going to be okay. Your things is going to be fine. Did you have anything here at Virgo? You're looking at that beautiful kite right now. It's everything, it's telling you fly, fly, fly. But guess what? You're seeking at Saturn. Saturn, it's a square Jupiter. It's like, no, I can't. The universe says like, hey, I gave you the yeses. You're carrying it with you. You don't see it. It's in your back, but I gave it to you. But you see this nose of the doors. And this is what the winners, they do. They see no, and they see a window of opportunity. And they're like, we'll turn this into yes. We'll figure that out. Okay? If there is a normally open, we can use a normally closed, right? If that doesn't work the one way, every time when somebody says no, that's going to be turning into yes. How about them apples? We're just going to switch the signals. You're going to be switching the signals from within yourself. And when you switch that, when you start telling yes, yes to yourself, you're allowing things to be yes within you. And then it's yes, everything in your life. All right. As we're talking about that 10 o'clock energies, the ascendant that is going to be a Gemini, of course, you're going to have duality all about this. You've been in duality for a long time. But understanding duality is needed, but you don't have to stay there forever. You have to make one firm decisions. And those firm decisions are like the earth. Because currently the sun is at Virgo and earth. Pluto, it's in Capricorn, is earth. Uranus is in Taurus, is earth. Can you stand up? Can you withstand of making the decisions and going forward? Everything is there. This is the synchronizations energies, guys. Everything else is rough and tough. I know it's not easy, but the only person who can make it easy is you. And right now, those red energies, those intense energies, they are basically those no's. How you feel when somebody tells you no, 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 no. But how do you feel when somebody says, yes, I can do it? Yeah, we can make it. Take a look inside of yourself. Can you tell this to your own self? And you say, yes, I will make it. See how it feels when you turn no into yes. All right, it's 11 o'clock. The ascendant that is at Cancer at the beginning. It's divine energies with Pluto. Right now, the midheaven there is at Aquarius. It is in divine energies because of the Chiron and the inner work that currently is at Aquarius. Giving you kind of like the divine is giving you help when it's rough and tough within you. Yeah, there is a challenges as the full moon comes in. Yes, you're not going to sleep. Yes, you're going to worry. Yes, you are trying to have this understanding of those inner fights. But the inner fight is going to be about yes or no. Have you paying attention to that pattern in there? When you have challenge, should I go there? Yes or no? Should I act like this? Yes or no? Should I say this? Yes or no? But when you decide to acting kind of based on the truth, you free up your soul, you free up the energies, you free up yourself. You have no restrictions. Would you like to have restrictions in your life? Because the restrictions are the one they keep you living your life in denial. And that is what makes that sicknesses in there. That was that beginning of the lesson of the new moon that was at Virgo. Because what that denial is, it takes the toll into the physical realm, to the physical body. But when you heal the soul, you also heal the body. And that was it, the challenge right now. That the moon, later on, she's going to be going into the sun and tell them, hey, that's what happened. And then they have to go through the challenges of going together. Because the new moon, that it's going to be at Libra. We're going to have the true Lilith, min Lilith, South Node, Mercury, the Sun, and the Moon. Because if you don't understand it this right now, you don't prepare it this right now, later on it's going to be very heavy on you. Okay? But if you're preparing right now yourself, when that energy of that unions comes in with all this, you're going to be able to access it in yourself. All right, so that's what it was, the Asto-Gravitational report, guys. The Thank you so much for watching and appreciate it. Hopefully this report helps in your life. And of course, I'm looking for your comments and we'll be happy for you to share out there, particularly with the other people so they can see it. It's not only happened to them. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And I will see you next time. Be love, guys.